In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, we tackle battery issues once again. Andy and Nancy bring us more of the SLA batteries they donated a few months ago because we've consumed the original ones. And Cal calls us to let us know that there's a cat at the city dock upgrading to lithium batteries, looking to rehome their AGMs. If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel. So today's the day. We have Nancy and Andy coming out to our boat. We have some issues with our electrical system still, and the batteries that Andy and Nancy gave us, they got eaten. So Dave is actually on his way to go pick them up at the beach in really crazy weather because we've got like 28 knots of wind coming in from the south. We have white caps out in the bay, so what are you gonna do, right? They came, and yesterday would have been a better day, but I guess they couldn't make it for yesterday, so today is the day. And even with this crappy weather, we still got to get her done, right? So Dave's hit the beach by this point, and they are putting a whole bunch of stuff into the dinghy, all the supplies and things that Nancy and Andy are so nicely bringing to us, because we're the poor boat people right now. We're working very hard on turning that around, and we're having some success on that. So things are looking up. Things are going in the right direction for sure. And I am super excited about that. We got still a couple of weeks before we get to a chance to head to the Bahamas, and there's just a couple of more things that we're waiting on, and then we're out. We're gone. And I can't wait to get back to that blue crystal water. I can't wait, because there's now with the Starlink, we're gonna be able to film so much more live stream and be in places where we couldn't upload before, like the videos and stuff. So it'll be really good. It'll be really good. Anyway. Hi guys.
I dropped her off.
What's that?
I dropped her off at the interstate and said, find your way.
Oh no.
Is that okay?
Why would you do that?
Fun.
He's so mean. What are we doing today, Captain Dave?
Well, we thought we were going to have fun, but now we're working again.
Haha.
No, it's fun.
It's all fun.
All right.
We're going to move this over so that we can haul out those batteries because they're really super heavy. Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Andy.
I have to edit that out.
We'll just use the censored logo. That was pretty cool. I laughed my ass off when I saw that. It's all yours.
Good job, Captain Dave.
All right.
I think we need the McLoop.
I'm holding on here so that
You can see they've got the lines coming over the top of that last block.
Yeah.
It takes a cut right across the...
Yes, it does.
That's not where that goes.
No.
First you don't succeed.
Try again.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If it didn't succeed, why would you try it again?
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Well, if I knew you needed help getting up,
Some of us need a crane.
Whoa. You okay?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even have to pay admission for this one.
it's like horseback riding.
That's
Em seems to have a mind of her own.
better drive.
All yours.
Yeah, I'm not going over there to get in the way. Just not doing it. Growled. Here's the first one. Hi,
Second
battery.
one? Oh.
And there's the second one.
Well, we don't need that for this. Okay, I'll just let you bring that over there. No?
I don't know who you're talking to.
All right.
And there's two. All right.
Off for round two.
Off for round two. Here we go. Thank you, Andy.
No problem.
All right. Turn it away there. You done yet? Can I go home now?
All the way back to Canada?
That's not home.
That's not home. So we have Nancy come to the boat, and she came bringing gifts. Look at the stuff she brought! Oh my God, thank you so much, Andy!
Oh, we're not done yet.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Look at this! What the hell, guys? So Nancy, I hear you have a bit of an issue with
With food? Yes.
with buying food.
Yeah.
And you know what, honey, I don't blame you one bit, because I was like that too.
Yeah, a lot of people hoard different things, and you know what? I figured there's a lot worse problems to have than food.
Fire?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, I did that as well, because, you know, like, I didn't when I started making real money with the company I was with before, I didn't have like one spot to wedge in any more food, so I understand. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. We just needed to get rid of it.
Oh, saviors.
You hungry?
What are you doing
Oh, my
today?
freaking coffee.
I just drank it.
You good swimmer?
Yeah. I made twins.
You like these?
Before we even got a chance to install Andy's SLA batteries, we got a call from Cal at the city dock. So what are we doing today, Captain Dave?
So Cal just called, and he's on the city dock, and the boat in front of him on the city dock is changing out their batteries from AGMs to lithium. The AGMs have about 75% life left, which I think might be better than what the sealed lead acid batteries are that we have now. So I'm going to get in the dinghy on this miserable, cold, wet, rainy day and go the 3 miles to the city dock, load up a couple of those AGMs and bring them back, and do that a couple of times. There's 5 of them, and hopefully we can bump up our battery capacity while we're waiting to save up for lithium.
Now, what is the reason that we're not sailing down there?
Well, the boat's been on the mooring for a little over a month, and even though we did get both engines running yesterday, that's a lot of buildup on the props, barnacles and so forth. There's a lot of buildup in this briny water, and I just don't trust the boat to have enough thrust to be able to get all the way to the dock and back without issues. Well, it's raining, it's miserable, and it's ugly, but it's worth it for a half a dozen AGMs. 160 amp hour master volts, but apparently they're supposed to be all in good shape except for one that's down to about 75%. Hopefully this will give us a little bit of battery power to keep going until we get some lithiums. And that's what Ricardo's doing on the boat that we just got it from. He's upgrading to lithium, so he has kindly donated these boats to our cause. And I got 2 trips to make, because these little batteries are about 100 pounds a piece, and that's an awful lot of weight in the back of the dinghy. So we're heading that way in the rain. Yay. We're gonna change batteries again. So we've got 5 out of these 6 AGMs that we got from a fellow who was upgrading to lithiums. Tested okay. So we're gonna put in the ones that tested okay, and the one that tested bad is going away. I have to put some adapters on them. I think I have enough cables. Matt's gonna be here in a bit to help with the install. We're lugging these things back and forth, and we're gonna get her done. But I gotta find an Allen key to get this part. These battery posts are pretty cool. It's actually a combination of a regular battery post and a stud style post. And they use these little adapter sleeves, and you can see they're tapered for the adapters to fit on. So I've dropped pieces everywhere. So I've put this adapter on, and because of the way it sits on the battery, you kind of got to put it on first. because you can't get at the nut once it's installed on the battery. It's too tight. So we get that nice snug fit. And then we put this back together with a lock washer. And now we have the studs raised above the level of the battery so that I can run the cables without having to dip them down in between from battery to battery. So the cables can now run across the tops of the batteries instead of going down inside this battery to down inside that battery and putting a whole bunch of torque on the fitting, which we don't want to do. They're all sitting up nice and high now. Just got to install a couple more and we are good to go. And these have wing nuts. I think I'm going to see if I've got any regular nuts to fit on that instead of wing nuts.
So what are you doing, Dave?
Well, we're testing these batteries out, and I tested them earlier, but I just want to show you what it looks like.
Okay.
So we've got a load tester instead of just a meter, because a meter is only going to show you what the battery, what kind of shape it's in when there's no load on it.
Right.
This load tester puts a load on the battery, and you can see the difference it makes. So we'll start with one that, none of these are great, but they're good. I'm sure they were great new. So you can see the needle is here, and it's way over 12 volts. It's like 12.4, 12.6.
Okay.
But when I put a load on it, you see that's just above weak. So it goes over to the weak section.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
And that's not too bad. That means it's got some life left. But if we take it over to this one, so take a look at the needle, and you see how it shows okay? The needle's in the green.
Shows okay.
And then you press the load tester, and your hand's in the way. But
Okay. Ready?
yeah,
Bad.
right to bad. And there's the difference.
Okay.
So these 5 tested good. That one tested scrappier. Now Matt's over here to help lug, and we're gonna.
He needed somebody with a strong back and a weak mind.
That's usually me.
Thanks, Matt.
So we got the battery box cleaned out, and now I can actually get down in there and measure. And it looks like if I really force my way, now I'm worried about that up there, but I can jam that way over. We've got about 29 inches this way and about 28 inches that way. So it's almost square. So I think the layout we have out there is right. We're gonna put one battery in lengthwise this way, and then the rest we can just drop in the front here.
What?
That's the theory. Let's see if it works in practice. That's the post that comes out,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
isn't it?
Yeah, he has some extra.
No, they're every bit as heavy as they look.
I think the other ones are heavier. All right, so you're gonna have to put that in and rotate it.
Yeah. Stick it in and rotate it. Isn't that how it's done, Lisa?
Ouch.
Ouch.
I hit my head.
Careful, low ceiling.
Can't really get in there to help you.
Nope. Now, if when we turn it this way, that should give us room to drop all the rest of the batteries here.
Yeah.
And we'll know from the very first one.
And next.
Beauty.
And then if at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried.
Stop it.
We'll need
Here
to lay longer
comes
cables
the
if we do
sun.
that.
Doo doo doo.
Okay, so now, I guess, yeah, cables
Yeah, that's
terminals
exactly right.
forward.
Watch your back.
Run one of the halyards in here. Oh, look at that, tons of room.
Yeah.
I want to go all the way forward. So that's going to be tricky.
Lisa, do you have any Pam? We could spray that on
We
the
actually
batteries.
do.
We do. Andy and Nancy brought something. All right, one more.
You ready? You're huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
It's a lot like work.
It's wider back here. If I can drop the battery in on an angle, it might force its way in. the computer again. Look at that. Ta-da!
Wow.
That's short for ta-da-da-da-da.
It's just like it was made for it.
You don't get to see Dave smile very
That was good
often.
planning. That was good planning, Dave.
Him smiling
That
now
was
is
an
a good thing.
Said I was an electrician. I didn't say I was good at it. So if we start this over here, and then there's another positive here. I've got side cutters, and I'm going to cut away some of these and see if I can get some tug on this wire.
Okay.
So let's put that on there and lock it off.
Okay.
Now, what do you have? You have 2 negative cables?
At the moment, I have one. But I'm sure
No, what do
there's
you?
another one.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
Okay, so I've got all of these are positive.
Oh, because
They're all red.
the red sleeving instead of red
There's
cable.
one black, and I'm not seeing another one.
Okay.
So I've only got one black, one negative, and three positives. In theory, nothing's tight because I got to run all the connector cables. But then this one has got to connect to one of the other batteries. This one, so I figure maybe connect them both to this one, because I can run them.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter as long as they're all together. That, yeah. I'm gonna have to change the specs on the charger too. See, we never got a 6th battery in here.
No. You could get rid of the air conditioner and put it over there.
Oh, we've thought about that.
We're talking about
Do
that.
you don't use it?
No, well, you
we
can't
sell-
unless you're on the dock. If we had put in the generator we had ordered before we left last time, we'd have been able to use the air because it was a 6,500 watt generator.
Where are you going to put it?
There's a generator room in the bow.
Just like mine.
Yeah. Well, except ours is inside the boat.
Oh, you have to take it down through the middle of the boat?
Yeah. This is a very unique battery pack, and one of these days I'm going to rip it apart and figure out what's going on. There is 4 positive feeds to the battery bank, 1 negative. We've got a couple of sensors hooked up, plus the Magnum sensor, and there's a Victron sensor that's laying in there somewhere. I got to find it. It sits on top of
It's
the
right here.
batteries.
That's the big transfer.
I got to hook that up next.
I knew what that was.
So yeah, this has got to be hooked up.
So it's all hooked up now?
Yeah, except for that sensor.
Okay.
Right now we're inverting at 12.1 volts. Focus. 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 Right now we're inverting at 12.1 volts. We've switched the solar back on. Solar's coming in 94, 95, whatever. And batteries are showing at 100%. They're obviously not, but we'll have to reset the battery settings in the Magnum inverter and in the Victron settings so that it's set for AGMs now instead of SLAs. We're inverting at 12.1 volts. We got solar coming in at 83 volts, so everything looks like it's working. We're gonna button this up and move on to the next job. So the first night with the Master Volt batteries, the power did not go out. I ran the generator this morning for about an hour because the power was low when I got up and I didn't want it to die. We've been going for a couple hours. We were at 95% and 12.7 volts. Now we're at 12.5, 93%. And there's solar starting to come in, so we'll see if that balances out soon.